Hey everyone, welcome back with Being on Mac, where today we are continuing our playthrough of Medieval on the PlayStation 1 here, as the original as you can tell. And we're actually back in Dan's Crypt, and what we're going to do here is we're going to actually go back to the previous areas in order to get a few things. So right there we just got ourselves an extra life bottle by coming back to Dan's Crypt and destroying that wall within. And now we're also going to go back to the hilltop mausoleum level. Not the mausoleum, but like the, climbing the hilltop or whatever the hell. I can't remember the title of the actual level, but we're going to go back to the hill thing now that we have the actual, not only the club, but we have the hammer. There's essentially just a better version of the club, as it doesn't break, although you can't set things on fire with the hammer. So now we're going to go back and we're going to get the chalice for the hilltop level. Yeah, skip the opening cutscene there for you fellas. Let's see here. We're gonna test out this hammer. Ooh, that's nice. Chee-yeah! 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 Not gonna do that the whole video, guys, but this one, chee-yeah! It's a little too late on that one. Either way, I think it's about, if I could be serious for 1 minute. Oh, let's see what he has to say.
Fresh air. We hate these dark old caves and their filthy stench of old witches. A coven of the warty old hags lived here once, unholy fires burning all night while they brewed up unspeakable muck in their cauldrons. They moved on years back. The smell still makes our eyes sting.
Damn, sounds like this gargoyle went through it. There we go. Oh man, look at all their mangled bodies. This is what I'm talking about, man. That's so awesome. Alright. So we got the Star of David over there. But yeah, if I could be serious for 1 minute, it's time for the question of the day. Today's question is, this is technically a platforming game in certain ways. It's terrible, but it technically is. Which do you think is the best PS1 platformer? Some people might go to Crash, some people might go to Spyro. Other people might go somewhere else on a different route, you know what I mean? But which ones do you guys think is the most fun, the best PlayStation 1 platforming game? Come on, come on. I know this is how this works. There we go. See, it's on fire. By God! What is he doing? He set that on fire. What? Don't you do it. Don't you do it, you son of a bitch. Do you have any idea what you've done? Do you have no heart? Do you have no soul? Good Lord, these guys are kicking my fat butt. Jinkies. I love how the zombies just walk like morons. Alright, I think we finally got them all. After they mercilessly kicked my butt. My skeletal butt. Alright, is that everything in this room? Alright, we got an energy vial. Delicious. There's the chalice. Ooh, got a good amount of money there. Got a good amount of money. We'll just have to come back after killing a few more guys. If we can even get our butts out of here. Is there anything else in here though, real quick? Can I go through these doors? No problem, please. Witches Guides to Witchcraft, huh? Yeah. I think I'm gonna skip that. Doesn't seem to be any extra areas here, so gonna head out here. Do our own little thing out here, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you guys standing here. That doesn't work for me, brother. Gotta put you down in the hole. Back in the hole you came from. Alright, we can now get the chalice, so... Oh, there's the merchant too. Now it's time to run all the way back to the area that we were just in, just so I can get the god dang chalice. It's kind of what the chalice is for majority of levels in this game. It's just, it's usually in like the beginning. You kill people, then you gotta go all the way back to the beginning of the level, grab the chalice, and just go all the way to the end. It's just kind of a pain in the ass for Dan to have to deal with, you know. But the best levels, like, it's the early levels actually do a really good job with the chalice, I think, because like in this instance you have to actually come back to the level. You can't do it on your first run, I guess. I thought you could on your first run, but and you know, obviously we had to, you know, get the freaking club from the level above this actual hilltop mausoleum. But you'll notice very quickly, instead of them actually being clever with their stuff, and it's a few things that I'll like go over with that as well, you know, things I think they did really well and things I think they kind of messed up on a little bit as far as, you know, mechanics and features in this game go. Did we actually kill that guy? Oh, yeah, see, I knew we didn't. Oh, moron, he just tripped. But, the club is a crude but effective weapon, yeah. I don't really understand. See, they act like as if this is the first time you're going to, like, they explain how the club works, when it's not the first level you get it in. I mean, technically, I guess it is, because that's where you get it, but, like, you had to get the club to get the club, so it doesn't make much sense. Come on, buddy. Make it up there. But one of the things I think that they did really well early on in this game was the locations and the backtracking of the chalices, but then eventually they kind of got really lazy really quickly with it, where it's just most of the time, like I said, it's at the beginning of the level that you have to backtrack to in the same level. There's not really too much. There's some levels that have good puzzles based around it, like even the mausoleum, in which we had to get that guy his music sheet so that way he could play a different tune and open up his you know, that secret passage and stuff like that. I mean, that's something different. That's something fun that they did, to where you have to get the chalice. But we don't see that too often after this fact. So I'm just gonna collect all this stuff before we move on here. But yeah, I think this is gonna be the only level that we're gonna have to actually backtrack to after completing it. Which sounds pretty cool at first, but you know, obviously, I mean, it's just, I kind of wish they would have utilized some more mechanics. Maybe they were planning on that at some point. Maybe Dan was going to have more abilities other than the daring dash and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just these two. Which, I don't know, I guess that benefits you guys, the viewers, so that way you don't have to see the same level played all the time. Let's see here. Is there anything else in these freaking chests here? We're going to find out. Yeah, it looks like they just keep giving you shields just so that way, like, those, when you get damaged, you can just have like an instant repair. Yeah, alright, well, I guess that's about it. So we're gonna head out here, folks, and head to the Hall of Heroes. And then we're gonna wrap up today's episode. Remember, question of the day, which do you think is the specific game too? What game do you think is the best PlayStation 1 platformer? That's the question of the day to leave down below in the comments. Let's see who are gonna run into. I think his name's like Stanyard or something like that. Iron Hewer. Let's see.
Bravo, Fortesque! Some of the other chaps wagered Zarok would be using your ribcage as a toast rack by now, but I knew you'd pull through. Here, I have a little extra something here I can give you. Could help the old quest. You want it?
Alright. Well, that's about all for today, folks, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. Check out next week's episode on Miscellaneous Monday, but above all else, please remember to have a nice day.